Thank you for being here. It is time to start the web class. So if you're ready, let's begin. In this web class, we are going to talk about how to start or accelerate and advance, if you've already started, a successful career as a certified corporate wellness coach. And we're going to go into great detail, but we're not going to waste a second on anything that doesn't matter. We're going to get right to the heart of the matter and really help you gain a full perspective on everything that's necessary so you can learn what's required for education, certification, business, employment opportunities, and so much more. This is very insightful. If we haven't met yet, my name is Dr. John Spencer Ellis. You can call me JSE. I'm the CEO and founder of Nesta and the Spencer Institute, which I originally founded way back in June of 1992. Yeah, we've been around that long, and we've helped approximately 65,000 students in 65 countries. It's hard to imagine. It's just been an incredible journey, and now you're part of that family. So how great is that? So welcome. In this web class, we're going to talk about four primary things: your education, certification, career options, and making money. You have to be able to put food on the table and take care of you and your family and live the lifestyle you want. So making money does matter. Please remember, this program and this opportunity and this career, everything about what we're going to talk about is available to everyone. That includes you, and you can complete this course from anywhere in the world. It is 100% online. You don't need to go anywhere for testing or anything like that. So you can now become a more complete and highly skilled coach by adding this distinguished coaching credential to your resume. And you're going to round out your skill set. You're going to learn things that absolutely 100% are not taught anywhere else. And yet they're so important. This specific training separates you from other trainers, coaches, and instructors. The course title is Corporate Wellness Coach Certification, and upon successful completion, you will earn the title of Certified Corporate Wellness Coach, and you can use the title designation of CCWC. Here's a quick program overview. 100% online corporate wellness coach training program includes a detailed step-by-step video training sessions, coaching demonstrations, comprehensive digital manual, plus the exam, plus a lot of free bonus materials. And in this program, too, we give you a lot of different course materials related to how other people have developed corporate wellness coaching businesses. And we can make that all inclusive and say corporate fitness, health, and wellness, and nutrition, because a lot of people have other training that they combine with this to really round out their offerings to the different corporations. We're going to give you many different examples. And the course objective is and we want to give you, I should say, everything you need to become a qualified person to manage and facilitate health promotions, health risk assessments, and corporate wellness programs for a wide range of clients. I personally have done a lot of corporate wellness. I used to have a team of people that would teach group exercise. I did so many corporate health fairs, a lot of those. I did what are called lunch and learns, where you go in on the lunch hour. I've consulted C-suite executives at Fortune 500 companies, even Fortune 100 companies. And it's really fun working with a group of smart people, especially when it's a team and they want to emphasize teamwork, strategy, and optimization of every aspect of their team so they work better individually and as a unit. It's a lot of fun. There is a recertification requirement. Let me start over. Your certification is valid for 2 years. You are required to complete 2.0. That's only 20 hours of continuing education over 2 years to keep your certification valid. You may be wondering or asking, why is that necessary? I finished the darn thing. Why can't I just carry on? Things change. Science emerges. Policies evolve. New information becomes available that you need to know and implement and understand in your business. And so we give you many opportunities to earn continuing education credits at a super low investment. And also, like, let's just say that you took a workshop, a seminar, a retreat, or you took a college course or something at a community college or whatever, and it's related in some way to corporate health, fitness, wellness, nutrition, things like that. It can be petitioned to earn credits as well. It's not difficult. There's nothing tricky about it. We just want you to stay current, and that's it. There are no prerequisites to start this course. Now, of course, if you have any health, medical, psychology, communication skills, personal training, weight management, anything like that, of course that's going to be helpful. Of course it will be. But it's not required. So just so you know, there are no specific prerequisites. Again, learning format, 100% online learning, mobile device friendly, self-paced program. You get your coaching manual, video presentations, audio interviews, and also full transcripts. You also receive dozens of documents. This is what I was talking about a minute ago. Dozens of documents you can model from successful wellness programs, employee health risk analysis programs, case studies, and promotional pieces used all over the world. We give you a folder full of all of these so you can look through it and say, oh, I like that. I can do that. That's an idea. I can combine these two things. Obviously, you don't copy it and plagiarize it. You get inspired ideas, then you make it your own. These are references so you can see what has worked, what other people are doing. And it also may say, hey, you know what? I don't want to do that, but I'm going to do these other things within the corporate environment. And that's great as well. Sometimes you just want to know what to eliminate because it narrows down and optimizes your focus on what you do want. So that's a good thing. The exam requirements are that you pass a 100 multiple choice non-proctored online exam. And again, you can take that anywhere in the world. It's all online. Technically you could do it from your smartphone. I would suggest doing that from a tablet or a desktop or a laptop when you take your exam. But the whole program is smartphone enabled. You have to pass with 70% or greater, and you get 3 attempts at passing the exam. And your results are known immediately, and actually you can download your certificate upon successful completion. I've never known of anyone to need to take this exam 3 times before they pass it, but just so you know, you get 3 attempts at the exam. And again, you will earn the title of Certified Corporate Wellness Coach, and that's the seal that is on your logo, and you'll also receive that artwork that you can use on your collateral material, your brochures, flyers, business cards, social media, website, things like that. You will increase your professional credibility and earning potential. You will have endless career and business opportunities, including corporate wellness management, fitness manager, community health promoter, corporate health fair coordinator, consultant, or coach. You can do web-based entrepreneur endeavors as well as a trainer or an activity director for a large or small corporation. And these are we're just scratching the surface here. There are so many opportunities. It depends on what you want to do, your previous knowledge. Are you earning additional certifications? Do you want to do it full-time, part-time, employee, contractor, or start a large corporation? There's some people who start corporate health and wellness consulting companies that are making millions and millions, I'm not exaggerating, I'll say it again, and millions of dollars a year developing a team and facilitating comprehensive programs for corporations all over the world. It's entirely up to you. If you just want to go in and consult corporations and you be a one-person show and you want to make $30,000, $40,000, $50,000, $70,000 a year, great, go do it. That's not that difficult. But if you want to really go large and do a bunch of different things, absolutely, those opportunities are available to you, and you're taught how to do much of that. As a certified corporate wellness coach, you will help employers reduce overall health costs and improve employee absenteeism. This is where the real benefit comes in. While enhancing a thriving and vibrant corporate community, you will be rewarded with a fulfilling career that is fun and financially lucrative. Here's an interesting quick story for you. When I personally did corporate wellness, it was in the 90s. So it's been this concept is not new, but it's growing rapidly. The challenge I had when I did it in the 90s was that there weren't enough data points to validate the efficacy, the benefit of corporate wellness. So it was more challenging to convince the employer or the human resources department is probably who you'll work with, the CEO or whoever or COO, of the company say, hey, let us in and do these programs because your employees will like it. It will help your company. And, there weren't enough data points, and it was hard for them to justify the investment. Now, completely different. There's so much data, and we give you a lot of data, and the data is easily researched online for emerging data and studies that are done. But in essence, I'm boiling this down. For every $1 a corporate wellness let me rephrase this. For every $1 a corporation invests in their employees' corporate wellness programs, they get $3 back. And the reason they get $3 back for every $1 they invest with you is because they have lower absentee rates. And that means that they have higher productivity. If you can optimize their sleep because their body's functioning better, they're going to think more clearly. They're going to be more creative. They're going to be better at problem solving. If you manage their stress, they will have less or fewer stress-related illnesses and absenteeism. That can reduce their healthcare costs, and that will reduce the overall overhead for the corporation over time. A lot of overs. You get what I'm saying here? When I first started doing this, none of that data was around because there hadn't been enough people, time, and studies done. Now there's thousands of studies that are done, and it all shows the efficacy. It's not difficult for you to convey this message and say, hey, spend $1 with me, you're going to get $3 back. Here's why. Here's the studies. You obviously don't want to burden them with too much data unless they're data-driven people, but you can find that out through query and questioning and just conversation. Find out what their value system is and how they make decisions, and then show them the information necessary so they can make a quality decision to hire you or work with your company to be their corporate wellness person. There's a lot of different capacities. There's a lot of different hats that you can wear. There's a lot of different ways to make this highly successful for you and for them. So it's really a lot of fun. And I met some great people over the years doing this. I did this for several years. Just my career evolved, and I got more involved with the development of our schools. And I was simply unable to do all of it. And so I migrated, I pivoted out of that, but it was really a lot of fun. And I still have some of those friendships today. So you may be wondering, well, what is my scope of practice? What can I do? And it's real simple. Basically, you can do anything you want, except you cannot treat or diagnose or prescribe. You cannot diagnose an illness. You cannot diagnose a disease. You cannot treat as a medical professional would, unless you're a medical professional. And then you'd have to be within those scopes and boundaries. And you cannot prescribe medicine or anything like that, obviously. And then in a real simple rule, when in doubt, refer it out. That's it. When in doubt, refer it out. If you don't know, you're uncertain, it seems like it's beyond coaching and motivation and they have psychological issues, refer it out. If it seems that, it's more than just, hey, I want help finding the best organic foods, but instead it appears that they may have an eating disorder. I'm just using these as an example. It can be 100 different things. Refer it out. It's not up to you to diagnose, treat, or prescribe. That's it. Other than that, you're coaching, you are consulting, you're advising, and you're educating. That's what you do. And then if you're a trainer on top of it, you're doing some training as well. So maybe some fitness or yoga or Pilates. I know yoga is really popular within corporations because people don't get too sweaty at work if they're going to do it on their lunch hour. It manages stress and it doesn't separate the group. Everyone can participate at their own level. So people really enjoy that. Though there's a lot of different things you can do. I'm just throwing that out as a quick example. So you may be wondering, how do I get clients? There's a lot of different ways to do this. One simple is to do Facebook Live training, build a social media profile only related to corporate health and wellness and employee wellness, reducing absenteeism, and then focusing on targeting human resources people and operations officers and CEOs, depending on the size of the corporation. Join LinkedIn, create a group on LinkedIn, target human resources people on LinkedIn with your message and reach out to them. It's not difficult at all. You just need to do it. And most people won't do it. And so therefore, when you do, you stand out immediately and it's not difficult to get the clients. You just need to have your things in order. And we teach you how to do that. Very, very simple. Another thing to do is and this is just one example, is on LinkedIn or Facebook is probably even better, is to run an ad targeting people who work in human resources within a certain geographic area that you're serving. That's it. and then, run them back to your website and have a process or have a gift or a giveaway or contest or, get more free information. You can have a PDF download of, 30 top ways to reduce employee absenteeism and improve performance and focus at work, because you're going to learn all these things. And then you just give that away as a gift, and then you can nurture a relationship with these people. It's not difficult at all. The other thing you can do, this is really easy, is to go to the local Chamber of Commerce, and you can buy, or they'll give you a booklet of all the companies in that city, and it will say who's in charge of HR, who is the president. It'll give you their phone number, address, website, other contact information, and usually the number of employees they have too. So then you know what size corporation is most likely to benefit from the specific types of programs or the packages or the pricing points that you can offer. It's that simple. Sometimes people overthink things. It really is this easy. So what do you need to start your business? I don't want your business plan to be any more complicated than what you could write on this piece of paper in this image here. People go way overboard. So unless you're going to get a bank loan, if you're doing a merger acquisition, if you are refinancing something, if you need to open a facility and you need to borrow a bunch of money from the bank, if you're doing some sort of consolidation or something like that, then you need a more detailed business plan because other people need to see it. You should be able to write out on one piece of paper what you're going to do. What is your strategic plan? What are the objectives, objections, and objectives? How are you going to overcome any challenges? Who can you collaborate with? What are your means of getting your message out? What are your fixed monthly operating expenses? How much you can allocate to marketing? Just little simple things like that. And it's going to change over time. Here's the thing. Nearly 100%, and I can't say this for certain, but I'm approximating, nearly 100% of all the people I know that have multiple 6 and 7 figure, that means like, 2, 3, 500,000, even up to over $1 million a year coaching practices, none of them wrote a 10-page business plan and followed some MBA protocol from an Ivy League school. None of them. And they're all making 10 to 30 times more than the average household income. So it's not necessary unless you're going to do a merger and acquisition, give up equity, or do an SBA, Small Business Association loan or something like that. And most often you absolutely don't need that. You don't need any of that stuff. And I want to emphasize that. Don't overthink this. This is super, super simple. You can literally write it down in a day, get all your paperwork ready in like a day or two, and go. It literally is that fast. People are paralyzed through overanalysis. You've probably heard that. Paralysis through analysis. 100% true. No need to do that. Figure out what you're going to do. Go do it. Accelerate and expand what's working. Reduce or retract or eliminate what doesn't work. That's it. Wash, rinse, repeat, and keep going. It's that simple. Do I need a business license? The short answer is maybe. And here's why. Remember, let me differentiate something here first. So you're earning a certification because a certification shows you have a given level of competency, understanding, acumen related to a topic. And in this case, it's corporate wellness coaching. So you earn your certification upon successful completion of your exam. That's a certification. A license is not a certification. A license, in most cases, is issued by the city, the county, or the state, and sometimes the country, to allow you to do something in particular, based on what it is that you're doing. And it's a way for them to keep tabs on people and also collect a little bit of revenue. That's the truth. So in this case, to do a corporate health and wellness type of business, you may or may not need a license. Just go to your city, your county, wherever you're located, and find out if you need one. And if you do, file the paperwork. It costs $50 a year, and you're done. Don't overthink it. Move on to the next thing. In some cases, they don't require one at all. And if that's the case, then don't get one and don't worry about it. But follow the protocol. It's super simple, very inexpensive. It's just a way for the government to keep tabs on stuff and collect some annual revenue. That's it. How much money can you make? The answer is truly as much as you want. There's only one thing that would limit the amount that you can earn, and that's if you're just doing one-on-one coaching, because there's only so many people, there's so many hours in the day, and there's only so many hours in the week. There's really only so much you can do in a day before you're just exhausted, right? So one-on-one coaching is really the only thing that can limit you, because there is a definitive number of hours and people that you can accommodate per day. And by the way, if it hasn't come up yet, I believe it's on the right side of the screen, you're going to see a special offer I have for you, and it's for 20% off this program. So today I'm doing a special for you, and I can't remember if that's going to pop up there with the code or not, but if it doesn't, your discount code is I love SI, as in I love Spencer Institute. I love SI, all run together. I love SI, and it's for 20% off the Corporate Wellness Coach program. So if you know you want it now, just click that and go over there and grab it, and you can enroll and actually start literally in 30 seconds from right now. It's pretty great. And if you want to watch the rest of this first, then that's great, because I have a lot more to teach you, but it's your choice. You can make as much as you choose. There are people doing this that are probably making $5 million a year, but obviously they're not a solo act. They have a team. But on your own doing different things, there's no reason you can't make $50,000 to $150,000 a year very easily. And you could do that your first year when you hustle. Now, can I guarantee that? No, because I don't know how hard you're going to work. So if someone says, I guarantee you're going to make, they're lying to you. I don't know. Are you willing to work hard? Are you willing to work intelligently? Are you coachable? Are you willing to listen? Are you willing to hustle when other people quit? Are you willing to get up 20 minutes earlier if that's what it takes? Are you willing to work 20 minutes later if that's what it takes? And if the answer is no, then there's no guarantee. If you're willing to do those things and a little bit more, nothing is off limits to you. You can really have a phenomenally successful, lucrative, and personally rewarding career. One of the things that you do probably a lot of is this type of thing where this lady's standing up in the middle here, corporate and employee coaching. Now this particular graphic I had to find a graphic that worked, and it's not the perfect graphic, but I like the picture of everyone smiling. Yes, it's a stock image. It's the one that I found for this. But you can see on the board there, that's more of like brainstorming a product launch or something like that. But you can teach the same kind of thing and teach wellness, sleep science, if you have those credentials, stress management, health, personal training, flexibility. I mean, you can teach anything you want. You can teach personal development skills if you have, those types of skills in relation to corporate wellness. You can combine it together. Nothing is off limits as long as you're not treating a disease, diagnosing a disease, or prescribing medicine, right? Remember, whenever in doubt, refer it out. Other than that, you can do whatever you want. You're a consultant, you're a coach, you're a teacher, you're an educator. So there you go. You can do this kind of thing here where you're sitting at a table. You can do a lunch and learn where it's classroom style, anything you want. One-on-one coaching, you can do this, in a specific area. You can, now here's the thing too that I didn't say. I'm trying to go, there's so much here, and I'm trying not to bounce around too much because I want this to make sense to you. In a corporate environment, the employees may pay for you, the employer may pay, or it might be a co-op plan where let's just say that you're on retainer with the company for $3,000 a month. But then anyone who wants one-on-one coaching with you pays a fee above and beyond that. I'm just making this up. This could be anything. So sometimes the company run through the human resources department, most often, not always, will pay you a fee to do XYZ services once, ongoing, monthly, weekly, quarterly, whatever it is, whatever your program is that you decide to offer them, and they accept. And then sometimes they'll pay for one-on-one coaching too because they know people will benefit so much from this. Smart corporations know that other types of coaching and mentoring, aside from just project management and things like that, are incredibly beneficial to the personal and professional growth of their employees. So you have a lot of options to do this. There's just only so many hours in the day, and that's why one-on-one coaching is one of the only things that can limit your overall earning potential because there's only one you. Unless you want to bring in other people who also have this credential and are also smart and to work with you, then you can leverage your time a little bit more. That's an option. Group coaching, you can do whatever you can do one-on-one, you can do in a group. And you might want to pair the groups, like people that are in certain work teams or people that are at certain points in their career or their life or have certain goals and objectives. Sometimes you might be, and this is one thing I've heard of, you've probably heard of like the Spartan race or the mud run or the muddy buddy, or, what are some of the other ones you can probably think of like that? My friend Chris and Sam Davis put on the Wicked Wine Run. things that are team building in nature, you can do that and organize and structure a team and a wellness plan and get everyone to, a Spartan race as an example, but you help facilitate all that through the corporation. And then you do team build. It's a physical team building rather than just mental and emotional, although that's involved as well. So there's a lot of ways you can do this. I don't want to confuse you. I want you to be excited, and I want you to realize the opportunities because they are plentiful. You will not run out of opportunities. You just need to look at all the possibilities. And there are 100 more than what I'm referencing here. I just want you to see some of the key points. Now think about it like this. You could create an online program to where now you can facilitate to people anywhere in the world, any corporation in the world. As long as the people speak the same language as you, you can facilitate. And here's the other thing too. We have a lot of students who are bilingual. If you're bilingual, first of all, I respect that so much. It's so fantastic. I can speak a little Spanish and I can read a little bit of Italian and French. But that's about it, darn it. But I think it's fantastic if you're bilingual, and you need to benefit from that. It's a brilliant, incredible skill. And now you can serve people in 2 different communities, in perhaps 2 different countries. And so you can facilitate through Zoom video. You've probably heard of that. It's zoom.us is the web address. You can use Skype. You can use is it iMessenger? What am I trying to think of? iChat. What's the one with iPhone? I'm trying to think of it. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about. It escaped me for a second here, but there's so many other video platforms, and you can create all these different ways to do it. You can even do it in a private Facebook group once they get facilitated. I actually do that with one of my coaching programs, the Penthouse group, if you've seen that, where I coach people in the group, then we do Zoom video, and then we meet in person in my place in Las Vegas 3 times a year. And so there's a lot of different ways you can facilitate this. You can do the same thing for corporations. You may even just do retreats and get-togethers for human resource department heads to facilitate corporate wellness. And the only people you work with are the people in human resources that can then implement your programs on your behalf, and they become the liaison. That's just another option. You can do corporate wellness, sleep coaching, stress management bundles. Now, you may or may not know that aside from corporate wellness, between Nesta and the Spencer Institute, we have about 35 or 40 courses. I'm not even sure what the total count is now. It's incredible. But sleep science coaching and stress management coaching are 2 other certifications that we offer. It's about 65% of Americans in one way or another are underslept. And because of that, the hormonal imbalance, including ghrelin, leptin, and cortisol specifically, reduce people's ability to maintain optimal health and wellness and weight. And so when you can put all of these together, the results are profound. Now, if that's too much for you now, don't worry about it. I'm just letting you know that these are other things that are very synergistic, very complementary, will dramatically improve your skill set, and you can add to your corporate wellness coach certification. Or maybe you already have stress management and sleep science coaching from Spencer Institute. This may be your next logical step to go reach corporations. You can make information products and online courses. You can do that for corporations and human resources department. What if you created a turnkey system that, I'm just thinking about this myself, and I'm wondering why I didn't do this, because this is actually a really good idea as I'm saying this. But you can take it, you run with it. I give you permission. What if after you complete your certification in corporate wellness coaching, what if you created your own program that can be downloaded or as an online course that you can sell to human resources departments to implement their own system for corporate health, wellness, nutrition, fitness, weight management, improving sleep, and so on, that they can just release, over time, like maybe an 8-week program to their employees. Like if you can't do it, they can't afford to do this for you. Maybe you make a program that sells for a few $100s, maybe it's a few $1,000s. I don't know, it depends how comprehensive it is. And you sell that to the individual corporations. And there's how many hundreds of thousands of corporations in the world, and if you sold that for $500 or $1,000 each to a corporation that makes between $3 and $300 million, but you made them 3% more profitable and efficient, that is a heck of a return on investment on their part, and it will be very lucrative for you. So again, you don't have to do any of this. I don't want you to feel overwhelmed. I'm just letting you know of the incredible, endless, awesome opportunities that await you. And we touched on this a little bit, but you can make a membership site. You can use a product called Member, and then there's another one called Member Mouse. And then what we use for a lot of our programs is called Wish List Member that sits inside the WordPress platform. A lot of other options. You can become a guest, I should say, or host a podcast as a corporate wellness expert. What if you started your own podcast related to employee wellness, employee health risk assessment, better health practices for employees to improve corporate productivity, creativity, also reduction in accidents. That's one thing we didn't talk about a lot. But when the people are sleeping better, they're functioning better, they have better balance, core strength, and all that stuff, they have fewer accidents, which is dramatically going to lower their workman's compensation insurance and claims as well. So there's so many benefits. But hosting a podcast is not difficult, and it doesn't cost much at all. And you can be a guest for anyone's podcast for free. As an example, I'm using a microphone called a Yeti Blue, and it costs maybe $125. And done correctly, you get free software online, and that's it. That's all you need to be that's all you need to host your podcast with a podcasting hosting service, which is Libsyn. Which stands for Liberated Syndication. I'm just giving you this as an example. Again, you don't have to do this, but it doesn't cost much at all to have a show related to corporate wellness that you broadcast all over the world. And then you target the people who need to hear your message by using hashtags and titles and descriptions and letting those people in that community know about it. And also over time, you can become an authority and speak at those events, at major events like in Las Vegas, Chicago, LA, New York, Paris, London, wherever it is. So many options. Are you excited? Did you realize that all this opportunity exists? And again, you don't have to do any of this except go into a company and manage their health club or their gym, or go in and teach yoga, or talk about stress management at lunch. You can just start there and it's all good. Or you can do all of this. It's completely up to you. That's the beauty of entrepreneurship as a coach and as a business owner. You can do whatever you want. Just don't treat, diagnose, or prescribe. That's it. Other than that, you can do anything. You can write a corporate wellness book. You know what you can do? Here's something that's really a smart idea. Write a corporate wellness book, but only make it like 20 pages. You can do print on demand, or you can self-publish and get them done for literally like $1 a piece. I'm not kidding. So if you could do it for $1 a piece, then you give them as a gift to the people that manage corporate wellness for corporations and employee benefits and health packages and all that stuff. Give that away, but then at the conclusion of the book, you allude to the fact that, yes, this is a great start, but there's so much to learn. Here are the programs, products, and services my company can offer your company to help reduce absenteeism and lower health insurance costs, reduce accidents because of better physicality, proprioception, better rest, recovery, things like that. It's a very easy sell. And I said this before, but you can combine corporate wellness coaching with wellness coaching. And there actually is a special bundle price for getting these two together, which is on the program page. You can see it's a different offer from the special coupon, but I believe it's even more. I have to double check, but I believe getting those together, you save even a greater percentage than the 20% off when you buy just the corporate wellness coach. So you may be asking, well, what's the difference between wellness coaching and corporate wellness coaching? Why would I want both? Why do I need both? You don't need both. You will benefit by having both. Corporate wellness coaching does go over wellness concepts and health and some anatomy and all those sorts of things. The corporate wellness coach program is more focused on the facilitation of coaching within the corporate environment. And policies and procedures and some legal stuff as well, and privacy and different ways to facilitate your products and services and offerings. The certified wellness coach is more in depth about the anatomy, the physiology, the nutrition, the stress-related issues, the strategic interviewing process of your client to get to the heart of the matter of why they may not yet have achieved their optimal wellness. So together, you'll be even more qualified and even have more skills, but you're not required to do them together. But I think it's a great combination. Just throwing that out there for you. As you can see now, you have many career choices and endless opportunities. And again, please let me emphasize again, take a deep breath. It's all good. You just have to choose what you want to do. I don't want you to, nor do I think it's a good idea that you do all these things. You won't be focused, you'll be scattered. Everyone has a different flavor. Everyone has a different idea. Everyone has a different concept. Everyone has a different commitment to working a given number of hours or to what point they feel they're successful in their career. Everyone's different, and I respect that. That's why I want to give you options based on what's best for you. There is no right or wrong. It's just, what do you want to do? What makes you happy? What are your other commitments to your family or other obligations that you have? And how do you want to spend your leisure time? Do you want to be able to travel? I don't know those things. So you have to decide how you'll build your successful career. And can you just become an employee? Yes. Do I think that's your best choice? No. And it's because you'll probably earn less, you'll be taxed at a higher rate, and you'll have to work under the guise of the corporation. When you come in as a contractor, as an independent business, there are many, many more tax benefits. You have a lot more freedom, more choice, more autonomy, and overall, you'll be able to call more of the shots and custom design your life more easily. But you can do whatever you like. So what do you do now? What do you do? Here's what I'm going to suggest you do. Click the graphic to the side and register right now. Why? Because this is awesome. This is such a cool occupation. And truly, you can do it in all these different ways we talked about and so much more. And this is a growing field. And the economy's strong. And companies want to reduce costs wherever possible. Even though they'll be investing in you, their return on the investment with you will save them more and earn them more. And it's a good thing for the company. Remember this. This is important. We are always here to answer your questions and support you each step of the way. It's important that you know that. It's important to me that you know that. We've been around since 1992. We've helped 65,000 people. That's approximate. I don't know the exact number, but approximately 65,000 people. And they're just like you. They have a passion for helping people. They love personal growth and health and wellness and serving people and also living a great lifestyle and earning what you're worth. They're just like you. And there's no difference. You can do it. They've done it. We've helped them. And now it's our time to help and serve you as well. So your time is now. This is the opportunity you wanted to begin or expand your career. So here's the special one-time offer. Save 20% right now. The coupon code is ILOVESI, and that was 20% off that you can apply to the Corporate Wellness Coach right now, ILOVESI. And if you're interested in that other combo offer of the Corporate Wellness Coach and the regular Wellness Coach, just go to the website and see the special offer. That's just a different link you click on if you want both of those together. And that's it. We're always here to help you, and we appreciate you so much. Thank you. And I'll see you on the inside of the program. You can register right now. Use the coupon code ILOVESI and instantly save 20% off the Corporate Wellness Coach certification right now. Okay, thank you so much. And if you want that other combo offer, just click on that link and you get a huge discount on the combo as well. It's just a different process. That's it. Okay, thank you. Enjoy your day.